What is it, Gus? Well, I'll tell you what it is. It's a week before Christmas. What is today? The 16th? No, it's less. It's a week before Christmas. What is that? Yeah, okay, 18. It's a decent day. 48 degrees, but we've got 20-mile winds with gusts of 45 miles, so it'll be a fun day to start doing my shopping 1 week ahead of Christmas. So here we are in the last week of Advent. And as I say, we're looking out my back window. We had some rain yesterday, and there's our pond, our temporary pond. Whenever we get a good, healthy rain, that's a low spot, and it fills up pretty nicely. It's pretty big. And Gus, what? Gus used to like to run through there, and I'd toss a stick in there, and he'd run in and get it, and run in and run from one end. What, Gus? He'd run from one end and slide at the end, and then he'd turn around and go back the other way and slide and fall in the mud. And so he used to like that. He hasn't done that in a while. And I don't feel like, that's when he was off the leash. I won't let him off the leash much anymore. Although he's getting better. We will take him out for a quick, just to go outside and take a pee. And he will stick around, but I had the problem that he would run off into those woods, all of those woods out there, and all down that way where there's a lady with horses, and that's not good. So we continue to wait, and we keep ourselves busy with the shopping and with the decorations and with the food and all the other stuff and the parties, but are we remembering that we're celebrating the birth of Jesus when some 2,000 years ago, but we're also, Advent is a time of waiting and remembering that Jesus is going to return. And on top of that, it's sort of like a parallel to Lent. We have to remember that not only is Jesus going to return someday, and so we need to be ready in case that day should be now, but our own return. We're going to come face to face with Jesus in our judgment. So we need to be ready for that, and we never know. It would be reasonable to say that it's more likely that we're going to meet Jesus face to face is much likelier than the Jesus is going to return while we're standing here. Look at that evergreen. We don't like that evergreen. It's not very attractive, and it's got little thorns that if you shook it, if in the summer, it'll fall down, and if you're sweaty, that's not fun. Those little things get on you and itch. But the birds like it, and even though it's not it's what I would consider kind of an ugly tree, I'd rather have something without thorns and evergreen. I would be fine with that. But it's sure pretty when the wind is 20 and 30 miles an hour. And the birds do like it. So continue to be ready, continue to pray, continue to read try to read the Gospels or your Bible daily, particularly the Gospels. Because if you're ignorant of the Gospels, then you know what they say, you're ignorant of Jesus. And then your prayer life won't give you as much to work with. If you read the Gospels, then you know you get an idea of who Jesus is. And then when you go to pray, you know who's talking to your heart when he does respond. So enjoy the week before Christmas. Go be busy, do your shopping, do your wrapping. But remember that you're doing waiting as well. And make sure you're ready for Jesus. whichever way he arrives.